Hi, welcome. So this is going to be a year ahead reading for 2025. I'm going to try to move swiftly because there's a lot to cover, and I was thinking of doing a quarter by quarter overview to see like what are the energies coming in for each quarter. And then we'll probably do an extended because it's probably going to go long. So thanks for being here. So what I'd like to do is really set the intention that whoever stumbles across this video at whatever time in the year, it really means something. Like there's a message here for you. So if you're watching this, that's the intention, is that whatever comes through is meant to land with you in some way at some point in time. But it is a 2025 overall reading, and we're going to do quarter by quarter. So what I'd like to do, I'm feeling called. Let's actually start with an overall energy. I just feel like I want to start with this deck. So what we'll do is we'll pull maybe one card for each quarter, and then an overall energy, because I love this deck. It has such good energy for like the baseline, like laying the foundation, and then we can clarify further. By the way, I have peach turmeric tea in my favorite mug, and my cat is here, Agador. He came to visit. He knew I was about ready to start, and I built them a little chair with extra padding. It's kind of small for his big body. That's why I don't think he's taken to it just yet. I kind of forced him to sit there a minute ago. Crazy cat lady indeed. And then I've adjusted, like my husband and I spent the morning kind of dialing in my setup. He's like, I don't like your camera because it makes me all woozy, and I agree. It was like very fisheye. He gifted me his old GoPro, this thing up there, and it was like in the fisheye lens sort of thing, and yeah, it was a little disorienting. And so I really rely on him for some aesthetics, and he helped me adjust the angle or the lens type. So hopefully it's like flatter. Here we are, more focused. We also got my smart lights working again in my office. This used to be my old office where I would do my remote, like when I was working remotely as a consultant, business and technology. So I like really invested in the setup in here. Back then, like pre-2020, the year of the burnout, like the mass burnout. And anyway, so we spent this morning dialing it in. I got my lighting, I hope a little better. See, I like dark light. I just like dim lights, but I know that's not good for this sort of situation. So I'm trying to get it as good as I can. All that said, I feel like the energy that's like coming through is like this preparatory energy for 2025. It's like, whoosh, let's get stuff dialed in our lives, you know? Like 2024 was a little like, where am I? Where am I going? I don't even know. I'm just trying to get through the year. Maybe that's just me. and I'm really trying to be intentional about 2025. And I feel like everyone I talk to lately, all of my clients coming in to see me for body work and Reiki, it's all like, yeah, I want to be more intentional going forward. Oh, I just got chills. Yeah, this is a year of intention setting. Do you know how many times I heard my clients and friends and people in my sphere say the words vision boarding? Hello. Yeah, we talked about that before. Like, I don't even have magazines, so I don't even know where to start. But I would love to do a vision board. Maybe I'll just do it with cards. Okay, anyway, so that's obviously the energy coming in, is like really getting excited for intention setting, to really like dial in our purpose for the year, for the moment. It doesn't have to be grand. It just, yeah, there's something calling you, you know. I feel it like in the collective, just our culture. I think we're craving that. So That's the intention. Whoever's meant to see this will see it in the right time, and it's really calling us into a time of purpose and intention. So thank you. So for Q1, well, isn't that nice? The world. That should be the overall, but we'll see what it says. We have Q2, the 9 of Pentacles. Q3 is the 6 of Pentacles. Interesting. And Q4 is the 4 of Wands. Oh, okay. So let's do the overall. Thank you, Spirit. I mean, wow. So the way I initially read this, let's put that aside for a second, is like, you know, like the talking is a form of channeling the energy in. I feel like as I've been doing energy work and really starting to use my voice. I have to do another video about this. My own personal healing through trauma, my personal story had to do with like throat chakra blockages. I used to get strep throat all the time as a kid. I have trauma around like not being able to use my voice, and you know, out of a sense of like preserving safety, like preservation. And I used to get strep throat as a kid, like nonstop. And then that finally subsided. And in the last year, like the beginning of 23 and the end of 23, going into 24, I lost my voice. I've never lost my voice before, but at the bookends of the year, lost my voice. End of 23, that resulted in a huge surrender. Like, what? I surrender this. Like, just, I'm like, help. I'd never done that before, and that's when my initial spiritual awakening came in. This is a separate video, but I feel like I need to talk about it right now. And then somewhere in the beginning of 23, so I got sick, lost my voice, went off to school, massage school in Costa Rica, and during the end of that first month there, got strep again. I hadn't had it since childhood. Something was building to say, heal this. Heal your voicing your truth. And I feel like all this clearing, like, then there was an ayahuasca retreat in there, and like a whole bunch of stuff that led up to the awakening, as if the ayahuasca retreat wasn't it. No, it wasn't that, but that was you need to see what's possible. You need to finally stop being the skeptic and realize like our true nature. And then it sort of like closed down again, and then bam, at the end of the year, last December, massive heart melting chakra, like the whole Kundalini thing. And then in hindsight, I'm piecing it all together, like, oh my God, all of this. And then I'm been led like toward the channeling route, and everybody's got their own way to do it. And I feel like mine is finally using my voice. I don't even think about what's going to come out, and hopefully it lands with people. So anyway, that's just my own personal journey. So when I speak at the beginning of a reading for people, when I do them, it tends to start to channel the energy that wants to come through. So when I started talking about intention and purpose, and I got the knowing chills, it was like, boom, Q1, the world. Like, these are cycles, like the completion of, like, this is the last card in the major arcana. Look at this. We have the first card and the last card. This is going to be a huge year, guys. This is going to be amazing. I can't wait to clarify these. So it's like purpose. We're going after the world. And in Q1, our intention, like, so many chills. I used to be hot right before I started this. I'm like, oh my God, am I having a hot flash? But no, I'm getting all the chills. Like, Q1 is like, we are so in our purpose, our intention setting, because this is what we're going after. It looks like Q2, we have like this kind of like, it feels like gratitude, like being really grateful for what we have and where we are on this journey. Man. And the 6 of Pentacles in Q3, it looks like we're finding that balance. Like, we've been living our truths, our intentions throughout the year. And of course, it's going to be like this. We're finding our footing, and 6 is really calling for a balance. And it looked like the pentacles are of the material world. And so it's like, yeah, we're moving through the world differently, with humility, with gratitude, with purpose and intention. And then it's like, okay, there's a reciprocity here with like, it can't just be all inward looking. We've done some healing, perhaps. We'll clarify that. And then in Q3, here we are, like, now we're reaching out to the world from a place of like our inner truths. And then Q4 looks like celebrate. And it's like these, like, 4 of Wands is like that stability. We've grounded into this energy for the year. I've got chills. Look at this Fool. We're leaping. We are free. We are ourselves. This is our true nature, that lightheartedness. Man, it's a good year. Okay, now that's my first take. I tend to be a little hopeful in general, optimistic. I really want to pull some big energy cards here. Part of me wants to do these guys are really good for that. Yeah, let's do these for the quarter. I don't know why that's a habit. Like, I knock, I blow on them. I do find that in my Reiki practice, I clear a lot of energy through the breath, through yawning, through like my core, channel there. So I feel like for me, that's a clearing. Yeah, that works for me. Okay, so let's set the intention to pull these energy. Like, what are the energies quarter by quarter here for 2025? Thank you. Okay, I still need to build in some more space into my workspace here. Yeah, you think? Like, when we go out there with intention and purpose, there's going to be some deep healing. And maybe we're already on the healing journey. I think a lot of us are. And it's like integration. Like, if 2024 was like, I think in another video we talked about, are you the stew being stewed in the cauldron, or are you the chef doing the stirring? I think 2024, I feel like almost since 2020, where we realized it, a lot of us, like we've been being stirred, like we're feeling like maybe not in control of our outcomes, not in control of a lot of things. And we've started to do the healing. This first quarter is calling for integration. There are lots of tools for integration. Obviously, a lot of it is going inward and really, again, the word meditation is kind of watered down, but really reflecting and inquiring. Yeah, it's going to be fun, which is great for winter, right? Leading into spring. It's like hibernation mode. Yeah. Okay. Sadness. Oh, that's interesting, because when I see this with that gratitude and humility, there's also a form of like, there's like a bittersweet demeanor on the face. Sometimes I see that. I do see it now, and it's just like, And when we integrate, we're going to go through waves of sadness, of like maybe what was lost, or, like, it's okay to let go of something. It no longer serves you, but there's still going to be some sadness about letting it go. I mean, that's just natural. We'll see what that means. Confusion. That's interesting, because when we do step out and try to offer the world like what we've learned, or like reach out and connect with the world after going inward, there is a lot of confusion. It's like, what's the right balance of like, I just, I watch a lot of content and read a lot of books about healing, obviously, because that's kind of the field I'm in, and it's spiritual awakenings. And it's like, after or during your awakening journey, which can it lasts a whole lifetime, but during the initial stages, when they're like bursts of it, like big bursts, and then it's like like, I want to tell everybody, I want to connect with everybody that has the same experience as me, and then we can share and learn and just be so joyful in it. And then it's like, too much, I gotta go inward because integration is calling. And that can be a time of confusion. Like, what is the right balance between being inward, learning who I even am, what is my true nature, who am I really without all the masks, right? And then who do I want to be out in the world? And it's like they really, it's like bringing those in alignment, who I am when nobody's looking and who I am out in the world when everybody's looking. We ideally want those to be the same thing. And a lot of times, the mask thing keeps coming to mind. A lot of times, they're not in alignment. And I think that brings a lot of confusion. Just like, I don't even know how to be. That's what's coming in. So I feel like Q3 might be some of that, like integration. I think this is going to be a lot of healing, knowing even what needs to finish healing, or if we're at the end of this, like where are we in the cycle of the main part of our healing, like the root stuff, and integrating that, which can lead to some, it can lead to some sadness, some grief of loss and learning and regrets and all the things. And then how do we continue that integration to know the right balance between staying inside of ourselves because we feel not ready, we feel like we're still like in the womb, in the cocoon, and it's like peeking out, and sometimes it's like, I don't even know how to be. Great. Oh, I shuffled. I guess it was meant to be. Usually I'll pull them in order. Okay, Spirit. My bad. Maybe it's meant to be. Give us an energy, please, for Q4. What does Q4 look like? It was meant to be. Yup. So that's so cool. Like, what's our truth? What's reality? No more masks, no more games, no more facades. Like, holy cow. I'm excited. I know I get excited for the hard stuff, but what else is there? What are we here to do? Okay. I want to use these babies to clarify the Fool. Yeah, this is the archetype. Guidebook here. Let's see, like, what's the overall energy for the year? What is it really calling us into? What are the messages to look out for? Like, this is like, what are those breadcrumbs to really follow? All right. Whoop. Thank you. Kairos. Ooh, there's an eyeball too. I don't know my Greek. Let's see what this means. LXXVI, I swear. I don't even know what that means. Okay, so we are... Oh, this is like at the very end of the book. Thanatos. This is getting all Greek up in here. I think that's Greek. LXXV. Oh my God, sorry guys. Kairos. Mythic time, synchronicity. We have all had the experience of timelessness, of life beyond the ticking of the clock. It may be felt as time standing still, slow motion, or losing track of time on a walk or in a lovely conversation. This is known as mythic time, and it is the territory of Kairos. This card suggests there is a secondary time continuum that goes beyond any earthly clocks and schedules. Within this nonlinear realm, we access divine timing. A single moment ripens with auspiciousness, and our actions change the trajectory of our whole life. Chills. Time becomes a living thing that watches over us and tells us precisely when to speak or act. When this card appears, it is all about patience and precision. No clock can guide you. Wait for the rush of inner knowing and not a moment longer. When light, alignment, what a good word. Ease in decisions and action. When dark, fighting against time. Something about time here. The word evil comes from the root unripe. Consider that everything has a time of ripeness. When it becomes a nourishing fruit, sweet to the lips. Everything has a time of ripeness. Oh, yeah, that's deep. Compare the Greek words chronos and kairos. This will guide you to an understanding of logos and mythos. Yeah. So chronos is like real time, I guess. And kairos is mythic time, synchronicity. Everything has a time of ripeness. Oh, that's so cool. There's we'll keep that in mind as we go through the reading. There's I want to do another overall and help anchor in as we go through quarter by quarter, what are we anchoring to in context? We know there's a time element, a synchronicity, not rushing things, but making the decision through this journey. It looks like a healing journey, an integration journey. To come alignment, that word, to come into alignment with our truest self. There's something about divine timing, divine mythic timing. So Spirit, please help clarify the overall energy. Again, I asked for breadcrumbs. What do we need to be looking out for? And it spoke clearly about divine timing. What else? What is that all about? Ooh, 77. That was the year I was born. And look, that's the cover of the book, I just realized. How cool. I was going to pull multiples, but 77 kind of got my attention. It's a good number. Oh, is that the last? No, is it? It might. Wait. Is there a 77? There is, and it's the last one in the book. I love it. Live with love. Love lives within me. This unwavering light never fails. Love is what always opens my path back to ... home. Love is the highest vibrational power. If we learn to love through any type of pain, tragedy, or loss, we will find our healing. The power lies within love. Give it freely without hesitation. Give it to the ones whom you may feel do not even deserve it. Just give it, and then wait for the magic. Love for you, love for them, just love. I just got the most amazing chills. I swear, man, this year, there's nothing else, is there? It's just love. This is a big year. Love and divine timing. Oh my God. Alignment. Integration. We're going through the journey of healing. Oh, okay. You know what I'd like to do is, man, for such a lovely year, let's put that there, this here. Oh, I knocked over my little Lego lady. That's supposed to be me, by the way. This is like the Light Seers Tarot. And if we're talking about our truest nature, we're talking about love, we're talking about healing. I love this deck for that. So Spirit, please help clarify Q1. The world, integration. What does it all mean? Thank you. Nine of Cups. Ooh, look at that. 10 of Cups. The Sun. What? What? You guys, this is like full on abundance. The Sun. Oh my God. Once we go through this, even wherever we are on this integration journey, this is what the outcome is. There's nothing but full on abundance of love and happiness and joy. And the Sun, I think of like, this is our truest selves, like exposed, vulnerable, strong in that. Oh my God. That's the hopeful message, saying like, it's going to be hard, but it's so worth it. And there's no going back. We can't go back. Oh man. It's all love. Please help clarify Q2. Thank you. We have Judgment. I just love that. There's like a release. There's an acceptance here. So remember when we were talking about the sadness of loss, of grief, of regret, and it comes back to acceptance. Once we go through that sadness, we really, I find it hard to get to the point of acceptance of something within myself unless I have grieved it. I have looked at it honestly, and I have grieved something about it, whether it was the way I behaved in a situation that wasn't in alignment, something. And then I come into acceptance of myself in that, whatever it is. And it's like Judgment is like awakening, acceptance, like looking clearly. It's not judgment like critical, that kind of judging behavior. It's true awakening and acceptance. And look, it's also a form of like surrendering, like offering up, and then the gift you get is the awakening and the acceptance. Knight of Wands. Ooh, there's like we'll see what that means. And the Four of Swords. It's like a time of introspection. And the swords might be that heavy, of the heavy mind, like things are weighing on us. There's a heart here. I feel like things are weighing on the heart. There's sadness, but there's a reason for it. And that Knight of Wands is like, I just love this imagery. There's like pure fire and like joy in expression. But it is calling for an introspection and like offering up. So I think of the Four of Swords too. It's like, it's not just like the hermit, like finding our own wisdom, but it's also like a form of prayer or offering by going in and going quiet and really looking at things that we need to see. Agador, it's okay. Do you want to stay in or go out? You want to go out? Okay. He's the sweetest little baby. He's always like, I don't want to bother you. And scratches at the door in the most petite way. All right. So let's clarify Q3 with the Six of Pentacles and this confusion. Thank you. The Devil. The Devil is confusion. It's like, oh, yeah, wow. You know, in the interest of time, I'm not holding these cards up. We'll do an extended, but I highly recommend getting the Light Seers Tarot. The artwork is beautiful. So, like, the colors are vibrant. Oh my God, the Chariot. That is confusing. And the Fool, again, this is all major arcana for Q3, which is, like, powerful. So, I guess I will hold it up. Let me see. So, there's something about, again, if I read from the outside inward, like the Chariot being the core of the message, which is like this, I feel like the Chariot is that inspired, like it's inspired, and it's swiftness, it's momentum, and it's like, I feel like through this process and like really sitting in the discomfort of confusion, we are going to come out with momentum to the end of the year, coming into alignment with our truth. And we have to really take an honest look at the spectrum between the Fool, like, it's almost like I'm reading it different than this Fool here, in the context of finding our, like, coming into balance, like when we think about that tension between how we are, how we feel on our own, and how we are out in the world, and how confusing that can be when we're just like a newborn baby through the healing process. It's like the devil, we still struggle with our self-sabotaging behaviors and our masks that we're wearing that keep us bound and constricted and not our true self. And then the Fool, which is like, this is me, no apologies, and there's nothing holding me back, not myself. And this is like two extremes, and this Chariot is like, yeah, this is like seeking that inspiration, that divine inspiration, inspired action, to sit in the discomfort of the extremes and feel into where you harmonize within that spectrum. You know, how much do you need to let go? How much do you need to rein in? Oh my God. That is such a common human thing, isn't it? It's like, it's like found the word, authenticity, the push-pull between who I feel like when it's just me and who I am when I'm interacting in the world of duality and mirrors and triggers. And it's like, if this is calling to, like, we are becoming our authentic selves through this integration, this release, and accepting of ourselves, acceptance. Oh my God. Q4, let's clarify that beautiful energy of like celebration and living in our truth. Man, thank you. 6 of Wands. That's victory. That's victory. I also think of it as recognition, like, see me. You really see me. Like, it's recognition also. It's not just feeling victory, but it's like I can be my true self and be seen for that. Queen of Wands. It's like pure magic. She's in her power. She has manifested this. She's in her power, full on strength. Look at the love. It's like she's strong on the inside, offering that out to the outside. Like fire and water, fully in balance, not one overpowering the other. And 10 of Wands. Oh my gosh, the finish line. Like, 10 of Wands makes, oh, I got chills. Like, it was this year was a journey. I'm thinking as if I'm at the end of 2025. Like, this is a big year. A lot of parts of it are going to be challenging, but it's that good kind of challenging where it's like it's all for something. And this is telling us, like, your authenticity and living your truth. I can't stop with the chills. Like, gosh dang. Settle down a second. Thank you, Spirit, for bringing in a very clear message. This is beautiful. Now, here we are, kind of at a good stopping point for the core reading. What I'd like to do is go into an extended where we really look at what are maybe some of the specifics of what we want to heal and some tools, some maybe reflections for how to approach that. And that's where the rubber meets the road for 2025. So, okay, we'll end on the moment of chills. Thank you for watching. I really hope the start to your 2025 is just amazing. Do the vision boarding, however people do it these days. Like I said, I was born in 77. I don't know what the latest technology is for doing it online, where you can feel inspired like we used to do with like ripping magazines out and doing collage, and it was just so creative. Like, whatever resonates with you, like, try to tap into. Now, we're going to get to our truth by the end of 2025 and know our true selves and our authenticity, but you'll get sparks of inspiration of what, like, really feel into your body about when you look at certain images and like, and say, yeah, that really resonates. I am going to set the intention for XYZ. I'm going to set a purpose for 2025 to really be willing to look in the shadows, to really sit in the discomfort, because it's all worth it. Can you imagine going another year, a year from today, New Year's Eve 2025, not having tried to know yourself a little deeper? I spent too many years doing that, and I just can't go back. We're not going back. So I'm really excited for you, for us. And yeah, feel free to comment if any of this resonated. Obviously, this is the overall energy for the year. And so we're going to get specific. And then I would encourage you to get the extended, and then maybe every quarter, just go back and rewatch. And then what's coming up. And just see where it takes us. All right. Thank you. Have a good new year.